Because it's grilling season, and it's coinciding with National Steakhouse Month. And Tasting Table recently named the best steakhouses in the country, and Urban Farmer was named in the top 20. So, Thomas, they know how to make a good steak.
Urban Farmer, the best of the best. The chef's actually on the grill. Executive Chef Sonny, good morning to you. Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
The best of the best, because this is not your ordinary steakhouse.
It's not. It's not. So we take a lot of time to kind of develop partnerships with certain ranches. We make sure that we research the ranches so they have very humane practices. And like Joyce Farms, for instance, our grass-fed, they practice a fully regenerative farming practice. So they don't have to put any kind of pesticides or any kind of feed or anything. It's fully grass-fed, grass pasture raised.
You know exactly where the steaks are coming from. You know how it's processed. And what's so unique, because I've been to a number of steakhouses, but I've never seen a steakhouse sampler where you can try from the different ranches.
Right, so this is kind of like the whiskey flight of steaks, really. So this is the New York strip, which if you look over here, this is
That's a big boy right there.
Yeah, this is the short loin. So I brought this so you could see. That's the New York strip, and right there is the filet mignon, the tenderloin. So
wait, it's all in one?
It is all in one, yeah.
Okay, so when you order a steak, because sometimes I usually go for the filet because that's usually the more tender. Yeah. When you're ordering a New York strip, what can you expect? Because they talk about marbling and some fat.
Right, so that's the differences right here. When you look at all of these, and that's the beauty of this New York steak taster, because it's basically like the flight. You can taste each one. We have the grass, the prime, the aged, which we age in-house, and then the Wagyu over there. So each of them comes from a different ranch. Each of them has a unique, specific flavor to it.
Okay, I'm going to hit the rewind button here for 1 second, Chef, because we see the raw portion of it. And these are the same steaks cooked.
They are, exactly.
So what's the difference? Because I would look at this and I wouldn't know exactly what to order. What's the difference between the different raw steaks?
So you can see, this is the grass-fed right there. That's the prime. This is the aged, and then that's the Wagyu. You can see the difference in marbleization right here. That Wagyu is really marbled. This 7X ranch that we get it from, it's one of the only ranches in the United States that you can trace the bloodline back to Japan 100%. So this is it's a full-blood Wagyu.
Because usually, I mean, to call it Wagyu, you'd need 10 to 20%, but this is 100%?
This is 100%. It's actually in the United States, you only have to have 25% Wagyu bloodline.
What's the difference when you talk about grass-fed in flavor? Do you taste?
So grass-fed has a little bit more of an earthy flavor. It depends where it's from. Each ranch is very unique in the taste. So that's why I like this Joyce Farms, because it just has...
Do you mind?
No, do it.
So the first one I'm cutting into would be...
That's the grass right there.
Oh. And we talk about different temperatures. When you're ordering your steak, they say, what temperature would you like it at?
Right. So this is kind of a rare to mid-rare that I've cooked them. That's what we usually suggest, around a mid-rare to medium. And then if you go all the way over here, if you could just try that one, that's the Wagyu. So that's right here. You can see the marbleization. Very different.
Right. And typically, what temperature do you want your steak?
I like it mid-rare to medium, yeah.
When it comes to grilling, are there any tips that you would give if you're putting a steak on the grill?
Yeah, so really it's just, you want to bring it out to room temperature. So you want to kind of let it sit out for a little while, maybe 35, 40 minutes. Season it ahead of time so that salt can kind of penetrate, and then make sure your grill is nice and hot, because you want that sear. That sear will lock in the juices and the flavor, and it'll create a nice caramelization on the outside. That's, in Urban Farmer, we have a broiler that actually gets to 1,500 degrees right on the fire there, so it really seals in that flavor.
And when you're cooking it medium, how often do you need to flip it on each side?
So really, you don't want to overflip. You don't want to keep going, because it'll stick to the grill. You want to create that caramelization.
Is this the same steak you have on the grill?
No. So this right here, that's our 30-day ribeye, really. So it's a big fat 28-ounce cut. We age that for 30 days. We're one of the few steakhouses in the city that can actually dry age in-house, because it's basically a controlled decay, in a sense. You want to let it sit in a refrigerator, constant air flowing, and you're basically allowing the enzymes of the meat to kind of start developing and breaking themselves down. And then the only thing that'll evaporate is the water. Fat never evaporates, so it just kind of compresses the flavor, and it develops a nice taste to it.
Is this your filet on the end right there?
That is. So that's the filet, and that's why I brought this guy along. So you could see right here, that's the New York strip, so that's this section, and right there is the tenderloin.
And look at some of these sides here. You have, is this the au gratin, asparagus?
Yeah, so this, you know, it's a steakhouse, yes, but we also offer a lot of sides. We offer nice composed salads, composed seafood dishes, so it's not just, you don't have to just be a steak lover. You can kind of, you can find something there. We also grow our own mushrooms over there, too.
You do it all. Where are you located, Urban
We
Farmer?
are located at 1 Logan Square, 1850 Ben Franklin Parkway, right on the Parkway.
I will see you there. Alex, too bad I have to come back up.
I was say, you know,
because I would
have
have a buffet here.
You know I have
Okay, which one do you want?
Well, of
this
course,
one right here.
Naturally, I'm going to try the Wagyu.
Okay, I'll bring that up. What else do you want?
I've never had 100%, so I'm very curious if you can taste.
Oh.
Because I know, Thomas,
Well,
I'm sure you've had several different ones. Can you tell the difference between a 20% and 100% traceable?
That is so tender. I'll bring it up. You haven't lived until you had 100% right there.
Oh, okay.
And a
Well, I'm
couple of
trying to
sides,
live,
too.
honey.
I got you. I got you. Thank you, Chef. Thank you.
It looks good. Now,